Oh god, I gotta go to my mission command to remember the factions here. Alright, cool. Get all of that going for the prediction. Why is it called Krabby Patty Krieg? You know what? I don't even want to know. But this will be the another OFCRA operation. Last week's was... I can recall the week prior. That was the one where Falcon got mauled, mauled on his own. Nah, last week was a World War II British and US versus Germans operation. It was really close up until the end when the Germans just lost too much manpower defending their own objective and then had to counterattack the holdings that the US and UK forces had, and they just got utterly slaughtered, and the remaining few got burned to a crisp with a flamethrower. But this is going to be more Cold War-esque between the USSR and DDR, which I believe is the East German forces, and then British airborne operating with MI5 and West Germans holding a radio station, and the Brits are going to be holding that airport. But otherwise, I believe the Soviet players all spawn at these 3 checkpoints and also have a Soviet force. So actually, DDR is just pure Soviet. So it's a Cold War gone hot-esque situation, which should be pretty interesting. But love to see how all that goes. I'm going to be drinking a cider on the side and some water and just relaxing. Bloodwind wants to go get Italian tonight, and I'm just being chill, taking today off, setting up communities with MCO, putting the olive branch out. I'm going to see if I can get the Turkish community on that as well, because I'm still trying to find a good slot for them. And prepping out the next few weekends of, you know, which are my off days, which ones are we going to be doing special stuff, and all that fun jazz. Nice day off. And then tomorrow I'm going to start up Pay for Pain development and try to find a Saturday or Sunday. I'll probably lift it to my players, give them like a poll of random dates that would be viable, dates and times I could fit it in. But otherwise, we're just waiting on the go-ahead here. What's really funny about OFCRA today is they're giving the commander role to 2 separate players that have never really touched commanding before, Ezio and Ibanek. So Ezio is going to be commanding Blue 4, and Ibanek is going to be commanding OPFOR. And as a special treat, if you do exclamation point multi, you'll be able to see their actions in real time.
13 months. Feel like it was last week I posted this last time.
Yeah, Larry. No, I agree. I thought it was recent too, but hey, who the heck knows, man? Thanks so much for the 13-month resub at T3. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, my friend, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Speaking of subscriptions, guys, we'll be getting 15 new emotes on the 18th. So in about 2 days, it should hopefully be set up by the 18th or 19th on the Twitch side. A lot of new emotes for every sub to use, and then some emotes for T2 subs to use and a single emote for T3 to use. And I might add some more Tier 3 emotes. It'll just take another month, but I'm thinking we'll maybe get some Bloodwing stuff in, because why not? But that'll be up to you guys. I'm trying to import everything to make it look more professional, you know, because that's what people have been asking me to do. Speaking of, let me throw the chat up. That's something else I have to update, is that chat window. It's very basic, very mundane.
Send in go.
We have to improve on that, you know?
Now.
Since people keep saying I'm supposed to be some sort of professional streamer, I might as well start faking it till I make it in that sense. CSF Lolo, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Aren't you the same Lolo that plays OFCRA? I'm pretty sure. Just make sure you're not watching the stream if you're playing, buddy. But seriously, thank you for the support, man. OFCRA is always a pleasure to cover. And, yeah, no, I see you occasionally make some good plays as well. Nice, righto, man. But hope you keep enjoying everything, man. I hope to keep working with OFCRA into the indefinite future. And otherwise, yeah, hope you're enjoying your Thursday. After 5 years, about time, I guess. Yeah, right? Because, again, I never expected to get this far, guys. I never expected any of this to happen. Oh, dear.
User joined your channel.
Oh, no. Guys. Guys, I forgot to mute the frickin' TeamSpeak. Now it's going to constantly say, user join your channel. Deactivate the sounds. Okay. Thank God. That's why you need to do that when you go into a TeamSpeak server with TFAR. Otherwise, you're going to constantly hear everything. Woo, Alex Cool. Hey, welcome, buddy. Hope you keep enjoying them. So, we're going to go back to front. So, we have the British Airborne here who have some scoped weaponry. That's the Lee Enfield. We've got a guy with suppressed FAL, which I believe is also an L85. No, it's not an L85. It's, I forget what it's called. But it looks like the medic's going to drop some of the medical and have everyone else carry it. They've also got a Moz. And then we have some more guys over here with some more suppressed. I'm just going to call them FALs. They might be... Yeah, I think it is also. I forget if it's the L85 or L81. One of them is more modern than the other. But it might be the L1A1. Otherwise, we have the German players over here. Let's see what they got. We got some M72s, some G3s. I can't tell if that's an MG3 or an MG42. I think based off the side magazine, that might be an MG42. A lot of G3s, nice. And then we've got some G3s with some ACOG scopes on them for the marksman. That is definitely an MG42. In my opinion, the German MG42 and the MG3 are two of the most overpowered machine guns all across ARMA because of their good fire rate. The 42 has some pretty nasty recoil to it, but the 3 really balances out that recoil, and if they just bipod the weapon, I mean, it's called a Nazi buzzsaw for a reason. That might be the MG3 too, I might be wrong. But the MG4 as well and the MG5.
Okay.
Otherwise, these are our DNR guys. We got MP44s, AK-47s, RPKs, RPGs. All right, so your standard Russian wear. We also have a Dishka and a BTR-40 with a Dishka and a BTR-60. And they're taking the wheels off of these Vics probably to transfer into the BTR. That's pretty funny. Looking at this other checkpoint here. It's more Russian forces with various rifles. And we have Falcon over here who just has an RPK. But if he can steal an MG42, that would be very, very helpful. So we'll be keeping an eye on Falcon. He's been banned from FNF for a few weeks for something with Barb, and he got banned too, but it's besides the point. So this will be his PvP fix for what's going on. We have the MI5 agents. So they
pretty much have to sneak past this one, and they will run at us with everything they have to try and find us.
So all of these guys represent a point.
We're in a vague area.
This is basically checkpoint RP PvP, now that I think about it.
But they know we're behind them. So that is something. Fellas, if we kill someone, we steal their guns. We need guns. Our guns are bad, but this is how it was intended.
Wait, NASA.
I'm gonna change the title here.
Our guns are bad, then you're fucking piece of shit. Yeah, if we get ourselves an actual AK and shit, then we fucking made it, because fucking me, you
This is literally PvP checkpoint RP, when you think about it.
People pistols, fellas. But of course, I'd love to have a gun which actually could shoot fully automatic. That would be fucking lovely. Or had 7.62 in it. Both
I
fine.
provide you fucking.
So for every one of those guys that gets on the airfield, OPFOR gets a point. Then you got Blue 4 over here. This is the Soviet Airborne. They've got like PKMs. The pilots have the carbine versions of the weapon. Dragunov sniper rifle. I'm only seeing RPG 26 is no heavy AT, and then they got the MI8 with no guns, so it's purely a transport. Let me look back on OPFOR side of things. I didn't see any vehicle. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Well. And the Germans have already suffered 2 casualties. Well, anyway, I was gonna check to see if the Germans have a 113. All right. Yep, if you haven't bet yet and you want to bet Blue 4, I don't blame you after that one. We still start in 3 minutes, so the people that died can reslot, but oh my god. All right, so the Hainer capture zone, this is where the MI8 agents, or excuse me, MI5 agents have to be by the end of the mission. So all they have to do is just sneak through. We just all have all these C-130s down in some transport cars here. So let me go over the objectives. There are 3 separate objectives that can be done. So both sides, actually technically 4. So both sides have the supremacy bonus, which if they kill everyone on the opposite side except for 5 or less players, they get a few points. That's usually the really hard one where, you know, both sides have just exhausted everything. You don't always see that one get utilized. Both sides are also fighting for control of this airport. So it starts in OPFOR control, but Blue 4 can come and take it by just having more manpower in the AO than OPFOR by the end of the round. Now, the Blue 4 main objective is to get to this radio station and disable it. That can be done with an ace interaction on the dotted area, which I believe is this control panel. So if they can disable it, Blue 4 gets points. Now, OPFOR is trying to get these 5 MI5 agents across the checkpoint perimeter and at the Hainer capture zone by the end of the op. Each MI5 agent is worth 1 point with a total of 5 possible points for getting them in the capture zone. Now, this is a checkpoint RP technically, so this checkpoint goes all the way up to this river and then goes all the way down here. Now, Blue 4 have an exposed checkpoint here, so they're going to have to send forces down to cover this one as well. But there's also some cars right here that those forces can take. I think we also have an AI guy right there. Not sure if he'll be there for the entirety of the thing, but I'm pretty sure these walls you also can't climb over because they've got the, whatchamacallit, barbed wire on top. I might actually steal this for my own checkpoint RP idea, but then the wall also cuts off right here. So OPFOR, I mean, they could literally just completely circumvent this area, but they have to be at this end zone by the end of the round, so Blue 4 could just go all in, take the capture zone, and leave it at that. Otherwise, 10 seconds till we start. We'll still have a few minutes for more betting to go down for you guys once we officially begin. My phone just gave me a reminder saying I had a vacation planned for this weekend, but I had to cancel it because of COVID. And some of these cars, something just flew off. Okay. So I think that was a car they were grabbing the wheels of. That's flown away. That's nice. And the helicopters got unlocked, so now Blue 4 can send their reinforcements in. So, Falcon is on Blue 4, if that means anything. But otherwise, OPFOR are going to have to be really careful about getting their forces across the checkpoints. Yeah, rip vacation. I could have used it so badly, too, man. I am so burnt out this weekend. But on the bright side, I've got a friend's birthday party to go to tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to drink. Yeah, just to relax. But otherwise, Q&A, guys, if you have any specific questions you want me to cover before you make any bets, feel free. OPFOR has already mounted up a lot of their forces. They're heading north. Meanwhile, another group is going to head to the left on foot here. I don't know what they're planning specifically. We also have the 113 going south, and all forces vacating the radio position. We're also seeing Blue Force sending forces around here. Okay, Barb, I can see someone is not too busy at the office. I guess you should get back to work then, Mr. Hormy Man. I don't know what that has to do with betting, but okay. Thanks, Alexander. So these guys, what, have 2 suppressed rifles and 3 suppressed handguns. I think this one just put his weapon away.
Oh, fuck, that's pretty open.
I'll eventually run a checkpoint RP for the Cold War. It's just, after October's checkpoint RP, I'm going to basically run a poll and say, hey, let's shoot for maybe December before Christmas for the next checkpoint RP, and I'll let you guys vote on something. But I have to double down and work on pay for pain. So Blue 4 didn't know where OPFOR spawned. It looks like OPFOR is going to be able to quickly get an intercept of these guys and move them south. But Blue 4 sending forces around over here. So if they set up to take the radio station, they might catch OPFOR here, returning with those MI5 agents, and thus be able to deny more points to Blue 4. Excuse me, more of, yeah, OPFOR's points. Blue 4, meanwhile, sending their entire airborne group down to the hangar immediately. Huh. Pay for pain, I'm going to probably shoot for 4 at a minimum. I probably want to do 1 or 2 more by the end of the year, though. Pay for pain I usually reserve as, you know, if I feel like doing it, we'll do it, but... You know, maybe 1 in this month, or towards the end, and then 1 in November. Oh, they're airdropping. So a nice lay low jump here. In this case, you gotta hope they don't open their parachutes too early, because otherwise OPFOR will be able to spot them and then start picking them off immediately. Speaking of, we do have an OPFOR group over here.
All stations, I can see from my position parachuters dropping 250, so
What?
west, they're dropping west.
What the fuck?
So OPFOR just called that out over their net.
I guess he suffered so much damage.
Give me a second, I'll try.
Oh my god, what a fucking retard.
But why are you looking at the map?
So what now?
Oh.
Oh my. Why? We just respawn.
Oh, I guess.
Remember when we saw OPFOR spawn and they killed 2 people? Well, guess what? They just killed 2 more people.
Oh, we're not allowed to respawn. Cool.
And they're not letting them respawn. Alright, I have to mute myself now because, yeah, we got people dead in spectator, which means I can hear them and they can hear me if I speak over the channel. So, OPFOR already has 2 dead. Amazing. If I bet OPFOR, I'd be a little annoyed about that. It looks like the rest of them have deployed over here, I guess, to hunt for the checkpoint group. But the checkpoint group has been picked up, and they're heading back already. So I'd imagine they might set up an ambush right there and stop this vehicle from coming in, because that has all of the units in there. So my question is this guy going to see the parachute? Because this is all the MI8 agents. Oh, no. They're gonna get ambushed. Will Blue 4 notice this in time? Nope, they immediately try to drive away, and Blue 4 doesn't even notice. What? And not a single shot was fired. There we go. Way too late. Okay, what bugs me is this guy was on security watching. Oh, and the... Are you kidding? So far, technical difficulties have killed 3 of the players before even the first shots went out. Okay. Well, that's not good. Blue 4 had a chance to intercept the MI5 agents, but choked. Are Falcon and Roddick on the same team again? That's a very... They're in the same squad. And Roddick's the marksman again. Alright, well, I don't know what else to say here, other than both sides have had a few blunders, and it might have costed each other the game, but who the heck knows? Falcon's having a mental breakdown. Hey, I mean, it could be worse. He could be in the group that actually had a casualty to either a vehicle accident or just opening their parachute too early. I don't know what else to call here, Tiger. We're just... probably going to see PvP start off by the radio station. I assume these guys are going to be able to sneak by quite easily during that firefight, but Blue 4 also sending this group down south, and they're going to be met up by, I believe, these 2 guys, a BTR-40 and a civilian car, which has Falcon and Rodrig. So Blue 4 splitting their forces up. They're foregoing the checkpoints, doing a pincer attack. Half the forces are attacking the radio station, while the other half secure the airfield. While that's been going on, OPFOR has focused a lot of forces in trying to rescue MI5 and bring them back. But it hasn't left a lot of guys specifically on defense, and if Blue 4 is quick to maneuver here, that could cost OPFOR the game. So now we're just playing a game of wait and see. The car looks like it drove by because it might have seen that BTR on the road. Oh, yeah, that's what they were probably worried about, because if we actually look from this position, you can see the BTR up there. So it's trying to sneak by them. Now it's a wait-and-see game. We do have an OPFOR group right here. This is some of the Germans holding. We heard a bullet to the south. I think that was just a random discharge. Now the agents are going to drive right by. There's not a... Oh, I stand corrected. There's actually a good chunk of defenders here. It looks like OPFOR brought a Vic back filled with units. And now they're going to garrison this position. So Blue 4, I'd say it is at a little bit of a disadvantage because now OPFOR is starting to recall all their forces to set up defensive perimeters. And the MI5 agents were not successfully intercepted. Now we're starting to see Blue 4. They're going to maneuver past this OPFOR group. And if they're not sighted and we don't hear any gunshots, Blue 4 might actually completely circumvent any OPFOR force, disable this, and then Blue 4 is going to be able to just send everything to hit the radio station. The question is going to now fall to whether or not anyone on OPFOR here is going to see this Blue 4 force come in. Because Blue 4 thinks that the OPFOR position is going to be fully fortified on the actual perimeter, but OPFOR instead has just sent their forces out, whether or not to, I guess, fold in an ambush or a poor defensive plan because the 2 commanders are new. Again, it is Ibnek and Ezio. Ezio commanding Blue 4 and Ibnek commanding OPFOR. Both are brand new, both are on the multi, and you can watch those live and you can tell me what's going on because I don't know. Yeah, the rocket snipe. That's one of my new favorites. Just because I know I'm never going to hit another AT shot like that one. So it looks like Blue 4 is pointing out this position. I'm not sure if they're going to try to engage it or sneak past it. They might just try to sneak past, in all honesty. But OPFOR is really tunnel visioned looking at the northern area here, and it's just going to allow anything to sneak along its western flank. Well, I will admit the checkpoint RP element's already gotten a little foregone because all the people that... How? Well, I guess they're walking the rest of the way, but... Alright, we've had a pancake today, we had a vehicle accident result in 2 casualties, we had someone fire a rocket launcher and spawn and kill 2 people, and now the VIPs flipped their Vic. I love it. Yeah, so Blue 4 is starting to get tunnel vision on the units over here, when in reality they should be trying to sneak past, because this could be done perfectly, but I think based off of seeing sentries out here, they're going to assume that this is now fully garrisoned and this is just a force outside, so they don't want to sneak past it, deal with sentries here, and then be flanked on their rear. What is that? Is that a spotlight? Yeah, it's a spotting scope. Got the 113 back here as well. But I think what Blue 4 is going to do is they're going to start with an RPG. They're probably going to have the northern force here. That's a VDV airborne group potentially flank. Yeah, these guys are now out of their fortification looking... What is going on? They're digging more trenches. There's the RPG. Way short. You can see its impact. Now OPFOR is going to fall back to their defensive line. Which I guess that makes sense. They're going to rely on this group to then flank the northern side of it. Another RPG goes out, actually kills someone off from the blast. Way above. You gotta be careful, because if they're gonna have a group assault from the other side, they don't want to cause any crossfire issues. Because an RPG could go above and kill somebody. So we're gonna have Settler here potentially come up and flank this entire group. And I'm curious to see where that OPFOR group is gonna go and this OPFOR group is gonna go. Now you have this large Blue 4 force. They're gonna start coming up here. This group I can only assume is going to be an Overwatch element, but this is a really bad place to Overwatch from. Because in order to get to the airfield from there, you have to cross a giant open area. Any one dude with a good position overwatching that spot will be able to take him out. So Blue 4 have smoked this position. They are now pulling back. I think they're going to allow the VDV force to now come in from the north and clean this area up. But OPFOR, I think they're going to now reposition into the defensive perimeter of the radio position itself. Now, from our POV, this whole thing looks a little silly, in my opinion. But from their POV, this is exactly what OPFOR wanted, in the sense of baiting Blue 4 to attack early so they can judge their elemental strength, whereas Blue 4, not realizing that's what OPFOR wanted, didn't get any eyes directly on the compound first to then understand that they could just go in and take it without any casualties. But it's PvP and Arma 3. Both sides want to shoot each other, you know? That's how it works. Lobby getting lit up by a PKP. These guys are going to be forced to turn around. Grenade is automatically thrown. Ball's a little short. Now this Blue 4 group's going to push to assault that position, as all these forces are now going to turn around and engage this force. So a really good pincer maneuver on Blue 4's end. Now it's just a matter of, can they execute this maneuver but not take any casualties. Because if OPFOR pops a few lucky grenades and wipes half of this assault, you know, that's a great deal. Despite losing the position, the long game-wise, they're better off. All right, now you're seeing some marksman shots up here at these three OPFOR guys. Skipu getting knocked out. I think Settler also took some shots. Great play by the Dragunov player there. That was Baka. Benares moving up. If he looks, he might be able to catch Vex out of position. Arak is blocking his route. He's instead going to pull back. Looks like Vex is popping some smoke to try to fold in here. Lobby is content with hiding in this little shrubbery patch here. We have the BTR cutting off the road, but OPFOR sending reinforcements from both the south and the west, so Blue 4 needs to be quick on the execution. This force will probably come up and help garrison the radio station, so if Vex and Lobby can deal a good amount of casualties to Blue 4, OPFOR might actually be able to repel Blue 4 in the long run here. Vex trying to get his head up immediately is suppressed by Skibber. Lobby's still laying in wait. Looks like he's also bandaging himself. Vex trying to get a burst there. He's unable to. Why is the Blue 4 left Pincer staying in reserve? Vex gets picked off by Prick here. Look, he was pretty heavily suppressed there, but he was able to still land the shot. It might have been Nannert, actually. I don't get what the heck these guys are doing. They're retreating. But why? And now the BTR is firing up in that direction. Does anyone here on OPFOR have AT? Because that BTR is going to get screwed because it's completely out of position on its own. Rizbo does have an M72 Law. He could snipe that BTR. The BTR would be better off on the northern side on this road supporting the Blue 4 group coming in. Meanwhile, Baka overextended. He got picked off. Skipu is still unconscious because we have Settler here with a marksman rifle. So Baku has been killed here. If Settler can do some damage to this Blue 4 group now that the other group has decided to pull away, I don't get why they're doing that. Because look, OPFOR is sending forces from all around. They're going to be able to encircle this Blue 4 group and take them out because they're going to be pinned by that one marksman. I really don't understand it. That BTR, it's a good support asset, but without the infantry support, it's going to be screwed. I can only imagine it's coming up to pick the infantry up and move them to the airfield. Which, granted, the airfield is the more important target because it denies OPFOR the ability to get points, and it's also the neutral objective both sides are fighting for, but to sacrifice this attack makes no sense. They could have just pushed it, taken it, and then gotten the BTR and left as OPFOR started their encirclement. Now, of course, they don't know OPFOR is about to encircle them, but it's going to get messy. Oh, don't drive right into the damn thing. Oh, God. Let me guess, these guys abandoned the 113 to the south? No, I actually have no idea where it went. Okay. You also hear the helicopter coming in. I'm watching Blue 4 to set up their attack here. Not sure if OPFOR has seen anything. I'm going to quickly look over. They're all in this tower right here. They got really good eyes overwatching that position, but it looks like they haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, someone's still surrendering as a joke. So Blue 4 might be able to get a good opening volley on them. Now here's OPFOR going to close this encirclement. I think Blue 4's screwed at this point. They refuse the push. I don't get what they're waiting on. Either if they're maybe the only logical thing I can think of is this is a distraction element to fold as much OPFOR to that position as they can so Blue 4 can then begin this attack. That's the only thing I can think of. Because if they go in and take it, well, OPFOR has no reason to then come and hold this position, so they're just going to immediately fold over to the airfield. But instead, what if you bait OPFOR's forces long enough to think they have your forces encircled, and you sacrifice those 2 squads, then send your better troops to take the main objective that's worth more points? I would hope that that is the 1000 IQ level play we're going for. No, suppressed marksman shot. That wasn't a marksman, that was the just Ziki with an FAL, or an L1A1. Taking someone out, that's gonna make BLUFOR duck. They're now down to 3 dudes. We still have this force over here. See, the issue with this, though, is if BLUFOR loses a lot of their guys and isn't able to deal a lot of casualties, that just means OPFOR is going to regroup and steamroll and potentially take back the airbase if BLUFOR takes it. So, I don't think that's what the plan is. It would be a really good 1000 IQ level play if it was the case, but it's unlikely. Do they have a guy in the open window on the side with a PKM shooting out? That's amazing. That's exactly what they have right there. They've made their own little PKT chopper gunner. Now you got BLUFOR in trouble here. Managed to take out the flanker, but a grenade goes off, kills one of them. Nanderwood's down from another grenade. Third grenade rolling up. It's the killing blow on the one wounded guy. Meanwhile, over here, we got BLUFOR and OPFOR engage each other. BLUFOR trying to quickly fall back, and yeah, there goes a big chunk of BLUFOR's manpower because OPFOR just countered and ambushed. Hey, Willow, how you doing, my man? And the BTR is oh, the BTR is on -1 kills. Interesting. So the BTR friendly fired. All right, that's all the BLUFOR dead here. Almost all the BLUFOR dead here. The chopper's firing at us from these positions. Roland just got a kill even to score out. Risbo has that AT out, but the BTR sees him, is trying to engage. Oh, I agree. I think BLUFOR completely deserves what just happened to them. Because that, I don't know why they held like that, and then one of the pincers ran off. Like, what was the plan? I don't think there was a plan. No coordination, it was just people being silly. So we'll see how long Roland lasts. But now all eyes are going to fall to this attack, which is still holding fast. I don't know what BLUFOR's trying to do down here, if they're waiting on that or what, but OPFOR now has the number advantage. If they give OPFOR 5 minutes to rally and move to the airfield, BLUFOR is completely screwed. Don't know who they were just shooting at there. You got Snake Doctor doing his best to do some medical here. At this point, the BTR needs to retask and help with the airfield. There saw a shot flash over here. I think these guys saw the Overwatch element there. Meanwhile, Fact the House, he's up here trying to do recon with a suppressed weapon. I think BLUFOR's screwed. The only saving grace we have right now is Falcon's up here. But I think even he is not going to be able to clutch this. Bob just shot Hippie. Hippie gives a quick friendly wiggle. It's really not looking good for BLUFOR. And now the Overwatch element's pulling back because they took fire. What? Meanwhile, this group is attacking, and now they're fighting a more superior force. Oh my god. This is great. Never seen a slaughter before. Bluck walking up with SMG. He needs to look a little to the right. I think he just saw them. He quickly goes prone. This might be a really quick round, too. That's great. Means I have more time to go to dinner. And BLUFOR's folding back here. Bob has the potential to get a triple kill. He drops one. He quickly folds back after throwing that grenade. Throws a Smakon's position. Grenade knocks out 2 of them. Great throw. And I think Blue 4 is in trouble at this point. Falcon's done a massive side flank. Oh my god, guys. The checkpoint portion's already been bypassed, and now it's just the cleanup portion, and OPFOR is just on a roll. I think... Let's see how badly Falcon can clutch this scenario. All right, we got McKell and Cheeseburger now firing uphill. Doing their best here. RPG fired into a tree. It was short. Got Connell McCarthy here trying to bandage his friends, but he's going to eventually be noticed by Bluck. Yep, taken out. And Bluck is cleaning up the guys he grenaded. Technically earning a triple kill there. McKell is the last guy alive over here except for Falcon. Oh my god. Guys, do you believe Bluck getting another kill there? He's on 5. Do you believe in the Falcon clutch? Do you believe in Falcon channeling his inner Audrey Hotto and soloing this objective? He's got an RPK, and I don't mean to hype Falcon up, but he's kind of Blue 4's only hope here. Snake Doctor was able to get Juno up. Oh my god. Let's check back on Falcon in a second. OPFOR is pushing up. The BTR-60 was destroyed because it didn't have any infantry screen. And we got just a handful of guys around. The MI-8 still going. A group of VDV still being fired at by OPFOR. All right, Falcon. The game's on you. He's got to keep thinking about his exit strategies here. As soon as he opens up, he needs to be 2 steps ahead of where OPFOR might go, because OPFOR, they've stolen a marksman rifle from one of the Blue 4 groups, and now they're going to look to pick off these remaining forces out here. Falcon, I think, needs to look a little closer at the tower here. He doesn't want to get tunnel vision. I think he just spotted Parthius. He might try to run up, take these guys out on the tower, and then go for those 2 guys on the left. That would be his best call here. But even then, he's got a lot of forces to work with. He doesn't have a lot of narrow intersections to work with either. Parthius just spotted him. Falcon's in trouble. He has lost the element of surprise. Now they're going to hear him coming. Bluck now folding in. Falcon gets him. Gets the double tap. Puts an end to Pluck's kill streak there. Now we got Bob and Fact coming in. Falcon gonna run right. Gets spotted and taken out by Bob. I think that's GG, guys. To be perfectly honest. Got the MI5 agents chilling over here. Here, let's get a nice capital F for Falcon. Easy prediction win. Yeah, Blue 4, in my opinion, had a really good plan. But then the squads didn't execute the plan. If Blue 4 had Overwatch here and that squad push in with the Overwatch element drawing fire, that group would have been able to completely steamroll because everyone was distracted. Blue 4 had the opportunity to take this position and leave with minimal to no casualties, but the attack just, they backed off. Like, I don't get, no offense to Ezio, but what exactly was the plan, you know? We're not even 30 minutes in the 90-minute round, and I can tell you it's game over at this point. Ah. So OPFOR's had 3 casualties. No, 4 casualties. And then 2 additional casualties to the vehicles. So Blue 4 has only killed twice as many forces that the map has. Which isn't saying much either way. Yeah, Falcon, you just got unlucky, buddy. I'm sorry. How do you join these events? Do ! OFCRA. That'll link you to their Discord, and you can free join every Thursday. All right, so we have 2 players, Snake Doctor and Juno, now folding back to get to the radio station. Which at this point, if they're folding back to do that, I can only assume that was their original objective, unless Juno has received new orders now because he has the radio. But they're literally fighting 4 different elements here that are sweeping for them. So, I don't know how long they're going to last. Eventually, I think this group of 4 is going to walk up on them. What? What? Just... Why are there 3 casualties? Okay, no, there's only 2, but that doesn't answer my question. Blue 4 was getting a new commander by trying to execute the commander, but the commander put them in line by executing 2 of the Blue 4 players. I don't know how else to word that, guys. I'm at a loss. And the 5 VIPs are just chilling right here. There's a 5th one somewhere. Yeah, Gotland's the 5th one. They're just waiting to get into the zone more towards the end. Oh, no. 6 me, they were children. They were children, 6 me. Oh my god. I can't, guys. This has just been a massacre. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so OPFOR, it's, I believe 5 players or less for the supremacy bonus. So I believe OPFOR has now won that. Jesus Christ. Ah. Yeah, Falcon, you can blame me for making you change teams. I apologize. I thought it would be fun. But I'll let you make your own judgment calls, okay? Well, despite everything that's happened, I hope you all have been enjoying yourselves here. And now we're gonna watch the 5 amigos clutch this, right? Especially clutch this. Darth6, you've killed all the Padawans. Oh, man. Okay, clutch your kick, yeah, right? Falcon just needs a large mag to do anything. Yeah, because he doesn't have a large one in real life. Oh! If I was in Blue 4 shoes with 5 guys left, with literally the full roster of OPFOR still alive, minus 6 people or so, I would just go and assault the airfield. That's where the most points are worth. By now, OPFOR would probably have the MI5 guys in here since we've taken so many casualties and OPFOR's been able to confirm those kills. I would honestly attack from the other side because this side's already failed, so they know to watch that side. They know there's forces that have come here, so I'd attack from a completely different angle and go for it. Now, I have no idea what Ezio's going to do in his position. He's in a very tough position. Any other rounds? Nope, this is just a single round. But I honestly don't know what he can... There's not much he can do here. He's got 460 ME guys. He's got a marksman. He's got 2 things of AT, so he'll be good if OPFOR rallies their 113. He's got a machine gun, and he's got an AK. So he's got a little weapons team. Not sure if anyone's a medic. Might be this guy, actually, because he has a backpack with a rifle. The only other backpack we have here are for the radios or that one rifleman. The crickets be rocking. Yeah, righto, Falcon. This round got messy. OPFOR now just has to chill and defend 2 objectives. Blue 4 has to surgically, like, pick one to surgically strike and go. And the only logical thing to do is to hit the airfield. Because the other one, it gives Blue 4 points, but the other one gives OPFOR points from 2 separate areas. And, ooh, it's raining outside. Lovely. How much time is left? 50 minus 10 for the safe start would be, well, 37 minutes. We have a little under an hour left. And they're going to head north. I would assume they're thinking maybe OPFOR isn't going to invest as many people in the AO that is worth less points. Which I could see the logic in that strategy, but at this point, I don't know. It wouldn't have been my first choice, but I can see why someone would think that. As you're having a Guerrilla Commissar chat moment. This will be what causes a movie deal to happen, guys. We just gotta believe in them. After a nasty friendly fire incident. We just gotta believe in them, alright? That's fair, Falcon, but you gotta understand, after one side is executed, you'll never get that same feeling because both people know what either side's capable of, so they'll just start countering on the metagame side, and it might get a little messy, you know? Otherwise, Uber Pyro 9000, thanks for the tier 1 sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Well, Falcon, you'd have to ask people like PHK for stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, PHK. There's no point in dragging this on for like an hour, you know? So that also makes sense, but... I mean, they were equidistant from both AOs, give or take. Maybe a little closer to the airfield, so I am, again... I'd be curious to why Ezio picked to assault the radio one, you know? If they clutched it and win, if they clutch it and win, I'll show you my face. Fuck it. How about that? I got the camera right here. That's what I'll do. If they clutch it and win. Because at that point, we would see something even better than the Audrey Hotto level incident, in my opinion. And I can retire happily. Liru's indoor kiddie pool stream. Yeah, and we just call that our hot tub stream? Yeah. For the love of fuck, someone just beat his kill cap. Have fun with the melon baller, what's that? I believe in you. Is that an incentive or a form of punishment? Any Phasmo this Saturday? Maybe. I'm not making any guarantees. I'll probably update all the sounds for Phasmo on Friday. Hey, as soon as contact begins, they're gonna have a good chance. Hold up, I forgot they've got 2 players to the north. All right, Blue 4 has some reinforcements. They're now up to 7s, which means OPFOR doesn't have the supremacy bonus. But they're probably gonna get it very soon. Regardless, I believe in them. Do you hear that? It's a fucking radio station. I thought that was like outside of my headset, so I literally lifted my ear like twice. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Falcon. They get music. They get fucking music. Oh, it's a legit radio station for the Germans. Oh, it's so great. Radio Free Europe after all. Yep, that makes total sense. Oh, that's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. All right, well, I wish luck for Blue 4 here. They're gonna need it because now the Germans are playing their music. You can still hear it faintly. It's probably copyrighted though, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, exactly. It's probably copyrighted, so I'm screwed, but that's okay. I didn't know it was even gonna play music, so I have no idea when Ramenstein will come out. Here come the Twitch police. Gordy's gotten naked. "99 red balloons" is more than likely copyrighted. Yep. That's okay. If we have enough background noise running with it, the bots won't be able to tell the difference. And if they can, then that's really fucking scary. Yeah, it's just sound muffling, guys. Don't worry about it. All right, the music has ended. The zone is now safe. There are bodies all around. And now we wait for Blue 4 to make their move. AC 130 commentating. Ah, if only. Bot War 2021. Yes, all of the Twitch streamers are fighting the bot war right now. And it's funny because Twitch doesn't really give a shit. They just want to collect their paychecks and move on. Whew. No, that is the 113. It's a question mark because they don't have a symbol for the Vic to reference from the actual Vic, so the game gives it a question mark instead. Bye, Falcon. Don't get banned again. Because then you're going to be tied with Barbarian on how many places you're banned from actively right now. PHK, if you're still in my chat, how many more minutes are they going to have the round go for? Out of curiosity. Oh. Did they throw that, or did you throw that? G3s are opening up on the Blue 4 guys. "20 more minutes, got it." Well, there goes one pilot. All right, Vlad. All you gotta do is channel your inner Audrey Hotto. This is Blue 4 Air. They landed up to the north and dismounted. And now this is where they're at. One is dead, the PK gunner. And Vlad just got flanked by Zixme. Oh, no, Zicky, excuse me. Zicky on 6 kills now. All right, so OPFOR officially has the supremacy bonus. Yes, I did what's that. Sue me. That 113 is going to tunnel vision these guys as a distraction because it sounds a lot louder than it actually is in terms of its distance. Oh, what's that? Has always been an Audrey Hotto fan ever since that fateful day. And now Blue 4, instead of being attracted to the radio station because it stopped playing music, are now attracted to the 113. They do have 2 sets of AT, though. And OPFOR is driving right up to him. All right, AT time. Let's go. OPFOR dismounting. Excellent. There's Massa calling it at 15 minutes. There was a +4 in that vehicle. So Shadow now having 3 kills. I'm not sure if he'll get credited with every single kill there. Now OPFOR just has to hold this one position, but otherwise they've more or less won. So Ku here trying to pop some smoke so he can give himself some concealment while he bandages as Blue 4 now pushes this position. Ooh, silhouettes right there. Then we're gonna look left and see it. Oh. PKM might have seen it. No, he did not. What? Wait, no, look back. There. Shoot him. In the back. Excellent. And the round goes on. Memory aside, that was actually a pretty good ambush. I don't know why OPFOR was driving the vehicle off-road with everyone loaded in it like that, but that was the entirety of the Rhineland's balance. Group dead. Which was the original southern group of the radar position defense group. Now, unfortunately, that meant most of the guys died in the Vic itself here, meaning their weaponry can't be looted. Blue 4 lost no troops in that ambush, so it was a really good 5 kills, no losses. And now they move on. Ezio, fresh on the high of victory, will now attempt to take Radio Free Europe for himself.
Go Team 6 now.
Royal Germany, thanks so much for the 6-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the Germans defending Radio Free Europe against the Soviets. I'm pumped. Chat, I'll leave this up to you. Should I go get drunk at dinner so I then do Pog Patrol on the ground and TMTM on the ground intoxicated? I asked Trench Gun over at TMTM, if I'm intoxicated, I can't take a leadership position. God damn it, they're playing the copyright music again. And let me see if that is under... Yeah, it's under effect volume based off of what a sound script. So I have to stay away. We have to look from range. All right, we got 4 OPFOR guys engaging with 5 Blue 4 here. And we got some good music in the background. RPG goes by. It's a miss. That would actually be technically a Carl Gustav shot. More suppression fire coming in. It's Zicky with Massacre, Seal, and Sixor fighting against now 4 Blue 4 guys. One of them has been killed off. I can only imagine that was Zicky getting the kill. No, it was not. He's still on 6. It's 4v4. Ezio is doing a flank on the right here. Oh, it's easy for me to... You know when I'm drunk, guys. But otherwise, Blue 4 lead has been picked off because he crossed in an open spot. And OPFOR gets to have a gunfight while jamming to the radio. I love it. All right, Blue 4 is flanking 3 guys to the north here. They are still being suppressed. I gotta keep my distance because it's super loud and I don't want to get smacked by Twitch for a copyright infringement because those suck to deal with. What's that? I'm actually quite sad. 1 beer or cider doesn't get me intoxicated anymore. I'm building a resistance. What a shame. All right, some fire going back and forth here. Another Blue 4 player is knocked out. Now it is down to 2. The 2 amigos. One of them just took a lot of fire. That suppression still going out by Zicky. More suppression going out. And they are trying to take him out. Oh, but another Blue 4 guy goes down. There's 1 left. It's Clemen. Oh, Ezio just bled out. There's only 2, but one of them's unconscious. What's that? Say it with me now, okay? If Clemen can channel his inner Audrey Hotto. All right, it's Blake that's down. Hey, Ezio, buddy. How are you doing? You had a really good plan, but then it all fell apart, in my opinion. Oop. Whoa, they got Blake up. All right. We're back to the 2 amigos. All right. Looking at the map here, OPFOR sending guys around. They still have, nope. Wait. Zicky's pulled way back for whatever reason. Give me that Adriano. So Blue Fort looks like they're going to reposition to the north here. And come around on this side. Yeah, righto, Ezio. It was good. Hope you had fun. I hope 6EME doesn't lecture you too hard for killing 2 of their guys. The mission will end in 7 minutes. All right. I mean, it's safe to say, Don, if you're here, pay it out to OPFOR, because there's no way Blue Fort, even if they take the radio station, they're not going to have the sufficient points to win the mission, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say, but it's an OPFOR victory. Oh, we got some fire coming out over here.
Heute spielen wir wieder den ganzen Tag 99 Luftballons. Bis hier kommt uns zu stoppen.
They just restarted the goddamn San. Ah. My God. Mission is over in 7 minutes. Now more close to 6. But to the winners of your gambling, congratulations. To the losers, better luck next time. We'll have a lot more betting tomorrow, but I'll only be covering the EU branch, not the NA branch, because I have to go to a friend's birthday party. Asana Day keeps the streamers away. Oh, did Clement just got picked off. Now it's up to Blake with the PKP. Last man standing. Wait a second, I hear a vehicle. It's 3 para. 3 paras coming in. They just drove right past Blake. And 3 paras completely driven past the AO. Wait a second. Zam, I hope you get kicked in the nuts for that one. All right, 5 minutes remaining. Blake just slowly moving up the MSR. 3 paras now dismounting on the northern side. They've dismounted 1 guy, and the rest are driving in. OPFOR, meanwhile, that 4-man team, they're trying to sweep for the last remaining 6EME guy. See, guys, it's actually a radio jammer. By playing copyrighted music, it keeps the streamer from watching them, thereby jamming my connection. Ay, ay, ay. 4 minutes. How many can Blake take out? Gotta keep my camera back there. Ooh, I think he spotted Zicky. Zicky immediately turns. Oh, and he slays Zicky. Zicky was up on 6 kills. And now Blake's gonna quickly run away as OPFOR now pursues. Great play by Blake there. I wasn't expecting anyone to kill Zicky off today based off of how things were going, but now he's got 3 OPFOR players coming up to him. The irony is that 99 Balloons is an anti-war song. Yeah, exactly. Just nice situational irony in this sense. Oh, and there he is, taken out by Seal William. All right, guys, that is it. GG. I'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight to be on the ground for another POG op. They've got a really interesting operation going. And then hopefully on the ground for TMTM. Let's look at the final scoreboard. 10 points. Perfect score for OPFOR. Blue 4, not a single point, unfortunately. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.